What happens when a former president gets snubbed at a high-profile charity event? That's exactly what unfolded one chilly evening in November, turning a routine gala into a night that would be remembered for years to come. As guests arrived in their finest attire, whispers circulated about the attendance of Barack Obama, whose post-presidential endeavors had kept him in the limelight. The event, organized to support a major educational initiative, was buzzing with media and influential figures from across the nation. As the evening progressed, Obama made his entrance, greeted with a mixture of applause and subtle nods. But the expected warmth was missing. A prominent philanthropist, known for his substantial contributions to the cause, appeared to blatantly ignore Obama, bypassing him during a round of greetings. The room tensed as attendees noticed the slight, their chatter turning into a quiet murmur. Obama, ever the diplomat, masked any reaction and engaged with other guests, his charm and grace undiminished. This incident, however, set the stage for a deeper conflict. As dinner commenced, Obama was scheduled to deliver a keynote speech. Yet, the program shifted unexpectedly, and the philanthropist took the stage instead, delivering remarks that subtly criticized past administrations for their educational policies. The tension in the air was palpable. Guests exchanged looks, discomfort written on their faces as they absorbed the weight of the words spoken against a former leader seated amongst them. But Obama, seizing a moment of unexpected adversity, rose gracefully when his turn came. With the eyes of the room upon him, he delivered not just a speech but a profound message on unity, resilience, and the importance of supporting educational reforms irrespective of past differences. His words, eloquent and powerful, reminded everyone of his capability to turn challenges into opportunities for reflection and growth. As the evening drew to a close, the initial snub turned into a standing ovation for Obama. His ability to handle the situation with such dignity and depth transformed the night from a social faux pas into a lesson in leadership and forgiveness. The event, which could have ended in whispers of controversy, instead concluded with renewed support for the cause, proving that even in moments of personal slight, there lies an opportunity to rise above and lead by example. The applause that echoed through the room that evening was not just for a well-delivered speech, but for the integrity and poise with which Obama had addressed the thinly veiled criticisms from earlier in the night. The guests, deeply moved by his call for unity, found a renewed sense of purpose, and the atmosphere shifted from one of tension to one of hopeful collaboration. The philanthropist, feeling the shift in the room, approached Obama after the applause had died down. With a tense smile, he extended his hand, an unspoken peace offering that was cautiously received. As the night continued, the two found themselves in a quiet corner, their conversation earnest and hushed. Obama, ever the peacemaker, listened intently as the philanthropist expressed regrets about the evening's earlier tone. They discussed their shared goals for educational reform, finding common ground and mutual respect that seemed unlikely hours before. The reconciliation was a subtle but powerful reminder of the strength of dialogue and the potential for change when adversaries choose to become allies. Meanwhile, other guests took notice of this quiet negotiation and began to reflect on their roles in promoting unity and progress. Conversations around the tables turned to stories of overcoming personal and professional disagreements, with many sharing their experiences and lessons learned about the value of understanding and collaboration. As the event neared its end, Obama took a moment to address the room once again. This time, his words were less about policies and more about the personal commitment needed from each individual to foster an environment where education can thrive. He challenged each attendee to consider their impact not just as donors or influencers, but as advocates for a cause greater than themselves. The night concluded with a renewed commitment from everyone present to support the educational initiative, inspired not only by Obama's words but by his actions. The event, which began with a snub, ended with a celebration of shared goals and newfound partnerships, proving that even in moments of discord, there is always an opportunity for harmony and understanding. The renewed spirit of cooperation that permeated the charity event did not end with the night. In the weeks following, there was a noticeable increase in initiatives and funding for educational programs, spearheaded by many of those who had attended. The philanthropist, in particular, took a leading role, inspired by the reconciliation with Obama. Together, they launched several new projects aimed at reducing educational disparities, drawing on the momentum from their public display of unity. Media outlets, having caught wind of the night's events, highlighted the unexpected turnaround from conflict to collaboration. Stories circulated about Obama's role in diffusing the tension and his inspiring speech that reminded everyone of the larger goals they shared. The public response was overwhelmingly positive, with social media buzzing with discussions about the power of leadership and the importance of educational equity. As the impact of the event continued to unfold, Obama remained actively involved, using his influence to advocate for further support and to ensure that the promises made that night were kept. His engagement brought a sense of accountability to the initiatives, ensuring that the energy from the event translated into tangible outcomes. The philanthropist and Obama, now partners in their mission, attended several follow-up events together, each appearance reinforcing their commitment to change and their willingness to set aside past differences for a common good. Their joint efforts served as a model for others in positions of power, demonstrating that true leadership involves humility, reconciliation, and the courage to turn adversarial relationships into alliances for progress. The charity event, which had started with a simple snub, became a pivotal moment in their careers and in the broader fight for educational reform. It was a testament to the idea that every moment of conflict holds within it the potential for transformation and growth, a lesson that resonated far beyond the walls of the gala. As the initiatives flourished, those involved looked back on that night as the beginning of a significant and positive shift, a turning point marked by speechless surprise and followed by enthusiastic action. As the projects launched by Obama and the philanthropist gained momentum, the educational landscape began to show signs of genuine improvement. Schools in underprivileged areas received new resources, from updated textbooks to technology labs, all funded by the renewed philanthropic interest sparked that fateful night. Teachers and students alike felt the impact, with many educators taking to social media to share stories of how these changes were making a difference in their classrooms. The success of these initiatives also encouraged other charities and non-profits to rethink their strategies and collaborations. Seeing the potential of working together, even past rivals began forming partnerships, creating a ripple effect that spread far beyond the original event. The educational community started to experience a renaissance of sorts, driven by a surge of funds, ideas, and a collective commitment to change. In the midst of these successes, Obama and the philanthropist planned an anniversary event to celebrate the achievements of the past year and to plan for the future. The event was both a reflection on the progress made and a forum for discussing next steps. It brought together educators, students, policymakers, and donors, each contributing their insights and experiences to shape the continuing journey towards educational equality. During this gathering, poignant testimonials from students who had directly benefited from the new programs highlighted the personal impact of the initiatives. One high school senior, who had received a scholarship funded by the charity, spoke eloquently about the doors that had opened for her, directly attributing her opportunity to attend college to the efforts sparked by that transformative night. As the event concluded, the atmosphere was not just celebratory but also contemplative, with a strong focus on the work still to be done. Obama took the stage once more, his speech not just a reflection on past successes, but a call to action for the future. He emphasized the importance of sustaining momentum and expanding reach, challenging the community to double their efforts and impact. The story of that charity gala had evolved into a broader narrative about the power of forgiveness, collaboration, and proactive leadership in effecting real change. It stood as a testament to the idea that even moments of personal challenge can be transformed into opportunities for wide-reaching impact, inspiring those involved and those watching from afar to strive for unity in their own endeavors for the greater good. The momentum from the anniversary event did not wane. It only grew stronger as more organizations and individuals pledged their support. The The collaborative spirit initiated by Obama and the philanthropist now infused every aspect of the initiative, bringing new energy and resources to the forefront of educational reform. In the following months, the impact of their work became even more apparent. New scholarships were announced, after-school programs expanded, and mentorship initiatives were launched, each echoing the commitment to educational excellence and accessibility. As the narrative of change spread, it reached the corridors of government, influencing policy decisions and funding allocations. The partnership that began in a moment of social discomfort now set the agenda at policy roundtables and legislative hearings, showcasing the practical possibilities of bipartisan support in education. The narrative was clear. When diverse groups unite for a common cause, real transformation is possible. In schools across the country, students reaped the benefits of these changes. Test scores improved, graduation rates increased, and college admissions from previously underrepresented communities saw significant growth. Each success story was a testament to the power of focused, collaborative efforts and the potential to overcome obstacles with grace and determination. As the project's second anniversary approached, a documentary crew decided to capture the ongoing impact of the initiative. Their interviews with students, teachers, and leaders like Obama and the philanthropist wove together a compelling story of transformation and hope. The documentary highlighted not only the successes but also the challenges that remained, providing a balanced view of the path to educational reform. The premiere of the documentary served as another pivotal moment for the initiative. Screened at various film festivals and educational conferences, it inspired other communities to adopt similar collaborative approaches. The film concluded with a powerful scene of Obama and the philanthropist watching the sunset over a city skyline, reflecting on their journey from a tense charity gala to a nationwide movement. Their final words, filled with hope and a sense of duty, urged viewers to believe in the power of unity and action. As the screen faded to black, the message was clear. Every challenge holds within it the seeds of opportunity, and every act of courage and reconciliation can ignite a larger change. The story that began with a snub at a charity event had grown into a sweeping narrative of progress and possibility, demonstrating that leadership, humility, and collaboration can indeed reshape the future.